So today on the run, we're going to talk about forgiveness. Again, taking a walk, ankles in a lot of pain. I ended up getting a brace yesterday. And I'm not going to have it facing my shoulder the whole time this time. So we'll have a beautiful view. And to get back to it, one of my biggest problems that I've had in the past and continuing to go forward is trying to figure out and find forgiveness. Forgiving others was a tough thing that I had dealt with for a long time, and I truly wasn't able to forgive really anybody throughout my life, and it's affected a lot of the way that I see things and the way that I move through, judge others, due to a circumstance that I was in that I never forgave. But lately I've been able to forgive many people for the things that they have done to me, understanding that just like me, I got problems and stuff that I haven't worked on in my life to try to get better. So when somebody does treat you bad, generally they're going through something, or there's a situation that is happening to them or that they just got out of, and that one emotion is taking control and is letting that affect their entire surrounding. So to forgive other people, you really have to just understand that if they were in a good mood and everything was going right, that they most likely wouldn't be treating you that way, because most people are not going to be inherently bad and so quick to judge unless they're hurting themselves. So forgiveness on other people is putting yourselves in their shoes and understanding that the things that they've been taught through their entire life has led up to them acting the way that they are. And generally, they wouldn't treat you or any other person that way if they were to take a step back and understand the feeling that they're going through and why they feel that way and the situation that they feel that way towards. Then they wouldn't take it to every other situation and let that feeling control and run that situation. So for me, I've figured out how to forgive others pretty well, and to be able to make decisions that hurt when I make them, but understand and know that I will continue to hurt if I don't make that one decision for a lot more time throughout my life. So sometimes you have to hit the maximum amount of pain to avoid the rest of the pain throughout your life. And to make that tough decision will lead to being able to forgive other people, because you can't forgive somebody if they continue to do the thing that hurts you at a constant every single day. You can understand, but until you make that tough decision, forgiving others is one of the hardest things that you can do if they're continuing to cause harm to you. But the biggest thing that I struggle with in forgiveness is forgiving myself. And I lean on myself pretty hard to try to make everything seem good, be good, and doing so, I have made a lot of mistakes in my past and continue to make mistakes every single day, even the same mistakes that I talk about that I'm trying to fix, just because it's been a habit for the last 29 years of my life. So trying to forgive myself again is saying, like, how do you forgive somebody for doing something to you every single day when you continue to let them do that to you? Well, how do you forgive yourself if you continue to make the mistakes every single day that you're trying to work on? So forgiving yourself for the way that you act in the past is pretty hard to do when you continue to act that way today, tomorrow, and you know that the mistake is going to be made because you're still working on yourself and healing yourself. So for me, forgiving myself is going to come with time. It's not something that I can do right away. It's something that I have to work on, know, and understand my faults, and to create a different habit so that way the mistake no longer happens. I can move on from it, and then I can start to forgive myself for being in that state of mind as me going through this journey of self-improvement and doing this video is helping a lot, because I don't have a day where I'm not reflecting on myself and I'm not trying to do better. Keeping a journal and being 100% truthful, not telling yourself what you want it to be like, but telling yourself how it actually is. Talking to somebody can help a lot, but the only way that you're going to be able to forgive yourself is if you make the change in your life. You have to help yourself. You have to grow. You have to be the person that you want to be. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to have mistakes in your life that are going to make you unhappy. And you're not going to forgive yourself if you continue to make yourself unhappy. Every day for the rest of my life, I'm going to create a habit that is going to make me realize and do better and be able to control myself. And in doing so, I'll be able to look at my past and say, it was okay that you screamed and yelled in that moment and acted the way you acted, because you're not that person anymore. It is okay the way that you thought discipline was how to raise your child, because you didn't know any better, and that's how you were raised. I'll be able to look back and say it's okay that I've had so many failed relationships, because I didn't even know who I was. I didn't even have a relationship with myself. These are things that are going to change, that are going to get better, and then I'll be able to forgive myself. Forgiveness takes a lot of steps, and it's not like you can just say, okay, I forgive you. It's just not how it works. You've got to make choices and decisions to be able to work on and heal the problems in your life. And then you have to take that step forward and do it. And do it every single day. And you don't give up. Otherwise, you're just going to go back in the same cycle. You're going to go back to hurting yourself, hurting others, not believing in yourself, not knowing who you are, who you want to be. And then you're going to have to start over all the way from step one, except this time you're going to have a whole extra mistake that you're going to have to forgive yourself for doing again. Don't stop. Keep moving forward. It's hard. Every day is hard. Self-improvement is one of the toughest things that I've ever actually had to do. And that's why I'm sticking to it so much. Is because every single day that I do work on it, I seem to get happier. I seem to love myself a little more. I find new things that I enjoy doing. I smile more, have better conversations with people. I listen more. I'm actually learning versus telling the world how it is and how it's supposed to be. And hearing different perspectives and different people's lives and the choices that they make that to where it leads them to. Life is full of wonder. It's full of joy. And when I lost sight of that, life became dull, unhappy. So keep moving forward, and eventually you'll be able to forgive you and everybody else around you, and be able to have better conversations, better understandings, better relationships, and just a lot healthier lifestyle. And here on the run, we don't run from our problems. We run to fix them.